So happy to be here today. And thank you so much for caring. Thank you so much for joining together to stand for justice. Thank you for being part. Our numbers may be few, but our voices can be loud. Yeah. So thank you. It's a little bit of deja vu coming together again. I remember when thousands of us were here the last time Bush was here. So things haven't gotten that much better. There are still reasons for us to stand together and to raise our voice. So thank you for being here today. Yeah. We've got about 5 speakers today, so please bear with us. I want to welcome first my friend Ashley Anderson. He's the co-director of Peaceful Uprising, and he's also one of my Friday hosts on Radioactive. Please welcome to the mic, Ashley Anderson.
So I never wrote a letter to Bush in those 8 years he was in office, so I decided if I was going to do it, I should do it in a different kind of way. So I need your help to write this letter that I'm going to send in. Sound good? Yeah. Okay. It's about 5 minutes. Dear George W. Bush, I am reading this letter out loud to a group of people gathered together in Salt Lake City on occasion of your book signing tour stop in our state. This rally is being held because many people believe that you and members of your former administration have committed serious crimes for which you should be held accountable. What may surprise you, and many of the people here today, is that I am writing this not only to impress upon you my dedication to bringing justice to your actions, but to also express a genuine personal gratitude toward you and to explain how I came to forgive you. When you became president-elect in 2000, I was 20 years old. From the very beginning, your time in office was a traumatic experience for me. From the questionable election, to your choices for administration, to your handling of 9/11, I became more and more outraged. I joined the largest protest in the history of the world, chanting, "No blood for oil! No blood for oil!" Yeah. Until my voice was gone. I watched helplessly as you took my country into an unjustifiable war and felt the blood on my own hands as hundreds of thousands of innocent people were murdered in my name. Then came the signing statements, Katrina, Abu Ghraib. My 20s became dominated by hate. Hate for what my country had become, hate for you. This hate made me very sick, George, and I had to find a way to let it go. I had to find a way to forgive you. To do so, I had to find something that was more true than the atrocities you were responsible for. In that search, I was awakened to the ultimate truth about reality. That underneath our everyday circumstances, like politics, war, and conflict, we are all one being. Your soul and my soul are from the same source, and they are the same thing. I could no less hate your soul than to hate God. Forgiveness occurs automatically when you remember what you really are. So I forgave you, and I'm grateful you were part of that remembering. But George, in this world, at this level, we must protect innocent life. And to do that, we've set up laws. And your actions have breached that barrier. You are a citizen like me, like everyone here today. None of us are above the law, or we are all below a tyrant. In a few minutes, you will be proudly signing books only a few miles away, wherein you admit to condoning torture. That a former president would break the law of our land only to go around bragging about it is the height of dark irony. I don't know if there's a word for it, but treason comes close. We think our courts should decide that. Many people question the relevance of pursuing justice for you and your administration now that you are no longer in power. And I can understand that. At first blush, it could appear we are just holding on to the past or unable to let go of anger. Many accuse those organizing this event of self-interest. I don't think they're looking at the big picture. Moving on and moving forward is exactly what we are concerned with, because right now a precedent is being set. If you are not held accountable by our legal system, then others will surely follow in your footsteps, knowing they can get away with it. Someone is going to make the same tragic mistakes you made. No, George, I don't want revenge. I just don't want you to happen to our country or the world ever again. For as long as the sacred principle of equal justice under law remains sabotaged by your unaccountability, this issue will remain current. I'll ask the crowd here what they think. Should George and certain members of administration be let off the hook for the most serious crimes on earth because they were once in power?
No!
No. Is anyone above the law in the United States of America?
No!
Have torture, warrantless wiretapping, and the suspension of habeas corpus made you feel safer?
Hell no!
Hell no, I heard. Hell no. Are you going to continue to call for accountability for as long as it takes to restore the rule of law to apply to all citizens regardless of any political power they have?
Yes!
They seem to be in this for the long haul, George. Therefore, on behalf of just myself, I promise that my respect for your soul will remain genuine. And on behalf of myself and the millions of concerned citizens in our country and around the world, I promise that our pursuit of justice will remain relentless. Respectfully, Ashley Anderson.
Check them out, peacefuluprising.org.